TF2 has 9 characters. All of the classes have a unique personality that makes them who they are. Like the Heavy, he's a big boy who acts pretty childish. The NG, big intellect boy who really loves his little gun. The Spy is a bread boy who takes things more seriously than all the others. And the Demo, he's a drunk bro who likes to blow up shit. But in my opinion, I think the Scout has a Deadpool personality, thinking that he's all that. Let's get into that. Born in 1950, Boston, Massachusetts, the Scout, or Jeremy, is a 27-year-old mercenary.
Wait, he's 27, what the shit?
Out of the 8 brothers, he's the youngest. Being the youngest, his brothers would mess with him, you know, as usual brothers do. So to get away from his brothers in their fights, he would just train himself to run faster, to the point where he was actually able to outrun his siblings' fights. But after that, not much is known about the Scout's past. But there are some random useless facts that we can go into. He can run at 17 miles per hour. He weighs about 124 pounds. He is the 7th most tallest class. His motto is and that sums it up about the Scout. Let's dive into his personality. The Scout acts highly narcissistic about himself, and thinks he can handle whatever. He has a snarky, in-your-face attitude, and always wants things to go his way. He will always find us a way to get someone mad. I mean, one of his domination quotes is,
"Yeah, I dare you, rage quit! Come on, make us both happy!"
He always celebrates when something goes his way, just like every tryhard lime Scout out there. But at least the Scout actually doesn't Lenny bind. At least we can give him that. Now let's get into his strengths. Meat shots. Meat shots are what make Scout the most annoying. Let's say you're a soldier at 100 HP. One meat shot can do exactly 100 or more. That's like an instant death right there. Another example is a Scout can easily take out a Heavy with 3 good meat shots. The Scout's pistol is pretty good for sniping enemies at a distance.
If you can hit any fucking thing.
You should probably just have that as a finisher than anything. And it's pretty easy to dodge rockets, since most of the time he can just jump past them. Now let's get into his weaknesses. The fact that the Scout has 125 HP means that he can easily get killed by a lot of the classes pretty easily, such as Heavy, Soldier, Demo, Pyro, and Engineer. If you aren't good at movement, you're probably gonna die a lot by rockets, pills, sentry, and, you know, etc. Besides the pistol, the Scatagun isn't really the best at long range, but then again, the pistol isn't that good anyway for sniping. Double jumping a lot can easily make enemies predict where you're going. Just don't jump every single time you're near an enemy. And finally, corners. Specifically really small corners. You're pretty much dead if there's a soldier or demo there. Now let's get into those stats. The Scout's health by default is 125. Overhealed, it goes up to 185. With the quick fix, it only goes up to 155. If the Scout has the Sandman, his health drops to 110. Overhealed with the Sandman only goes up to 165. And goes up to 135 with the quick fix. His speed normally is 133%. With the Babyface's Blaster with no boost, it goes to 123. At 100% boost, you go up to 172. When using the Criticola, you go to 167. Using the Babyface's Blaster with 0 boost while under the Criticola effects, your speed is 108. But if you have 100% boost while under the critical effects with the Babyface's Blaster, you have 173%. That's the fastest you can go in the game as Scout, so if you don't like being shot at, that's how you basically never get shot, most of the time. Now let's get into the weapons. The Scout's arsenal is pretty large. You have a pretty good amount of primaries and secondaries, but for this video, I'm just going to go over the stock because I don't want this video being super goddamn long. The scattergun has 6 bullets and a max clip of 32. Base damage for the scattergun is 60. Crit damage is 180. Pistol has 12 bullets and a max clip of 36. Base damage is 15. Crit damage is 45. And finally, the bat. Base damage is 35. Crit damage is 105. That wraps it up for the weapons. Let's get to the conclusion. So that completes the overview of the Scout. I hope you guys did enjoy. I put a lot of effort into it with the script and the editing and everything. Also just want to say thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. You know, cliche as it is, I never thought I would get this far. I'm very happy. So again, thank you guys. Also want to say I have a Twitter. If you want to come and check out my other stuff, that's where I'll be posting. But that's going to do it for now. I'll see you guys later.